Today I'm going to show you how to use the delay function of the PICC compiler, and we're going to be using it to blink the LEDs of your board. So the result will be what you see right now. Let's go ahead and write the code. So let's go to File and start a new project. We're going to start a project from scratch. And of course, this board uses a PIC 16F690 microcontroller. No debug header, and I'm using the PICkit too. Like I said, we'll be using the high-tech PICC compiler. Let's call this project Blink LEDs. Also set it as a main project. So in your source folder, go ahead and right click and create a new C main file. Let's call the file main. Let's configure the microcontroller with an internal clock. Turn off the watchdog timer. Turn off the clear on pin 1, and also turn off code protection. Don't forget to include the HTC file. Before we start writing the rest of the code, let's go ahead and take a look at the delay function as is described in the user guide for this compiler. So if you open up your high-tech C compiler guide or user guide, and you go to the delay MS description and also delay mus, which is milliseconds, microseconds. It's around page 174. So let's take a look at the description real quick. And the point we want to worry about is that it says that before we can use this function, we have to define the speed of the clock using the preprocessor symbol that I have highlighted here. So what is the speed of the clock? Remember that I used an internal clock. If you go to your data sheet for the PIC 16F690, you will find that the internal clock is default to 4 megahertz. And we want to define this constant in hertz. So 4 megahertz is 4 million hertz. So let's define the symbol. So that takes care of the prerequisite for using the delay functions for milliseconds and microseconds. And we will be using this function to set the delay between when the lights turn on and off. So now let's go ahead and make sure that all the lights in port C are turned off. Let's set the direction of port C to all outputs. And let's make the infinite while loop where we will turn the lights on and off. So that's going to turn all the lights on. If you can see it better in binary, The last 4 bits to the right represent each of the lights. So initially we're going to turn them on. Let's use a delay function which uses 2 underscores. Let's make the delay be 1 second. So that's 1000 milliseconds. Now let's turn the lights off. And let's set another delay. So that way when the loop, before the loop comes back to turning them on, we have a delay. So 2 underscores, delay, 1 underscore, ms, 1000. Notice that we have these warnings here. Don't worry about them, just go ahead and upload your code to the board. The programming was completed and our lights are blinking. Thank you for watching.